Today we are going to discuss about institutionalization versus deinstitutionalization. What's the meaning of institutionalization or institutionalism or deinstitutionalism? That we are going to discuss towards in the aspect of mental health and illness. Before going to the meanings, we will see the history first. According to British social psychiatrist John Wing and some other researchers person who spent a very long periods in mental health hospitals developing a condition that's called as institutionalism. So we can say or we can conclude that institutionalism is a condition, or we can say that is a syndrome characterized by lack of initiative, lack of apathy, lack of withdrawal, or lack of submissiveness to authority and excessive dependence on the institution. Institution in the sense psychiatric hospital or mental health hospital. Okay, this is the definition of institutionalism. For coming to the history, we will see some histories of India and across the world. National mental health policy promotes the concepts of deinstitutionalization to provide care for individuals in the community rather than psychiatric hospital or institutional environment. This concept shown a transformation in the structure of mental health system, or this concept shown a transformation of institutionalism into deinstitutionalization. That means coming from the walls of the hospital to outside into a free community mental health setup. In India, Indian system is focusing on deinstitutionalization to reform child care system and also to find out new placement for children who resides in orphanage. So, in India, the Indian health system is focusing on deinstitutionalization to prevent the child problems. Okay, those who are staying alone, especially the children, they face lot of problems. So, avoid this child problems, or to support the vulnerable families or support the vulnerable families and children in Indian development, Indian health system focused on the institutionalization. While coming to world history, deinstitutionalization has occurred in different countries like United States of America, in Western European countries and South American countries and the former Soviet Union countries. And we can say that researchers are saying that India must stop making new children's homes and move towards deinstitutionalization. So deinstitutionalization is having a very important role in the development of children too. So India is focusing on the child development while thinking about this deinstitutionalization. So hope you understand the meaning. What is institutionalization means staying inside the hospital, and deinstitutionalization means coming out of the hospital, especially coming out of the mental health hospitals from a long stay. Okay, if you're staying inside the hospital, there are a lot of difficulties. A free care or free mode of treatment, if you want to give for a mentally ill person, means they have to come out from the hospital. For a particular period of time, if they stay, that's well and good. For a long time they stay, they get more or excessive dependence on that particular institution, and after that, after curing from the condition, they can't able to come out from the situation, and they get that institutionalism syndrome. So to avoid these consequences only, this deinstitutionalization concept have developed. The process of deinstitutionalization definitely needs systematic and periodic review and evaluation, because a systematic and periodic review evaluation or structure is not there, means it won't work out properly, and need to be think regarding how the process shall be further to continue. Of course, the process could take time. There is no second word in that. The process definitely took time. Definitely the process will take time. But it needs to be sustained in order to stop and the institutionalization of children and other mentally ill person to regain their right to live like a normal person with freedom. That's the point actually. To regain their life or right to live like a normal person with all freedom. Now we will see the meaning of this institutionalization. The state of being placed or kept in a residential institution, or state of being kept in a psychiatric or mental health hospital. Okay, institution means already I've told you, a psychiatric hospital or mental health hospital. That's the meaning of institutionalization. A state of being placed, or we can simply say kept in a or staying in a psychiatric hospital is institutionalization. In sociology, the definition is institutionalization refers to the process of attaching people within an organization or in a social system or a society as a whole. That's a wide definition of institutionalization. But in the case of mental health science or mental health and mental illness, we will say it is a state of being placed, or it is a state of being kept, or it is a state of being staying in a residential institution. Okay, residential institution means the psychiatric hospital for a long time, means that's known as institutionalization. Now we will see what is the institutionalization, just opposite of institutionalization, that is de-institutionalization. So simply we can say that is coming out from the four walls of the hospital. So while coming to a definition, I will tell you deinstitutionalization is the process of replacing long stay psychiatric hospitals with less isolated community mental health services, or to shelter home, or to their own family for those diagnosed with a mental disorder or developmental disability. So, okay, so this is the meaning of this deinstitutionalization. The process of replacing long-stay psychiatric hospital with less isolated community mental health services. Less isolated community mental health services, sometimes a shelter home, sometimes a halfway home, sometimes a normal home. Okay, so from the hospital they are coming out, means that is known as deinstitutionalization. What are all the reasons for institutionalization into deinstitutionalization, that we are going to see now. Okay, so there are mainly three reasons we can see. First thing is development of different advanced psychiatric drugs. Okay, so development of advanced psychiatric drugs means what? For all kind of conditions, no need of going in hospital and no need of staying, or no need of staying in a hospital for a long time, or prolonged stay is no need. Okay, so development of psychiatric drugs is a reason for institutionalization into deinstitutionalization. Next thing is a simple point, but we need to think a lot about this point. Was that the mentally ill need to be treated instead of locked in the four walls of the hospital, right? So they need to be treated instead of locked in the four walls of hospital. They have to stay in a very free space. Then only they can explore their feeling. Then only they can talk without any judgment, without any problems. Then only they can explore, and allow them to explore all their feelings. Okay, so mentally ill needed to be treated instead of locked in the four walls of the hospital, four walls of a rigid hospital. And another reason for this institutionalization into deinstitutionalization is federal funding. Of course, financial support we need. So federal funding starts, or financial support started, or insurance for mentally ill persons, and different kinds of policies and grants for mentally ill persons went towards small community health centers. So these are all the three reasons for institutionalization into deinstitutionalization. Now we will see some problems of deinstitutionalization. Till now, I have told you about the good aspect of this deinstitutionalization, but of course there is some bad aspect, like some problems also we can see, because this is related to mentally ill persons or mentally handicapped persons. So they have lot of disabilities even after they are coming out from the hospital, or even after they have stopped their treatment. So there is a chance of some problems also of this, also for this deinstitutionalization, that we will see here. Homelessness is a devastating consequences of this deinstitutionalization. Homelessness, that's the main problem. If you sense your common sense, you can, or if you sense, or if you use your common sense, you can understand how this homelessness will develop. Imagine a particular person is, or patient is staying as a schizophrenic patient, or a depression or manic patient for a long time in a hospital. Okay, for a long time in a hospital, and after that long period, if they are coming out, means sometimes the family won't accept them. Okay, in that case, homelessness problem will arise. So it is a devastating consequences of this deinstitutionalization. So they sometimes feel the hospital is better because they don't have any place to go sometime. Okay, and that is a problem of this deinstitutionalization. Next thing is, studies show that many of the deinstitutionalized people have mental illness. Complete cure from the mental illness, that's an impossible task. We can control, okay, we can prevent the reoccurrence, but complete cure is not an easy task for some kind of mental illness. So the studies or researchers are showing that many of the deinstitutionalized people have mental illness. So if they are going out with mental illness, means they are dangerous to themselves as well as they are dangerous to the society. So that is a problem of deinstitutionalization. Another thing is suicide. Due to emotional imbalance or overwhelming, there are chances of suicide, because from that rigid four walls, if they're coming out and seeing lot of people and interacting and mingling, okay, with lot of people, and if they couldn't imbibe with the situations, definitely chances of suicide. Next is violence due to severe mental illness, and real testing of its philosophic basis, the lack of planning for alternative facilities and services. Okay, lack of planning is another problem of this deinstitutionalization. Sometimes it won't be that much practical like theory aspect. In some places it will be practical, but in some places of the world it is not much practical thing. So there are a lot of problems also we can see in deinstitutionalization and institutionalization. Of course, institutionalization is not a good thing for chronically mentally ill person for a long time. If you are making the patient to stay for a long time after controlling the symptom, means that will create problem. At the same time, deinstitutionalization also will create problem if we don't have a proper planning and systematic review regarding this deinstitutionalization. So this is about institutionalization and deinstitutionalization. So institutionalization means staying inside the hospital. Deinstitutionalization means coming out of the hospital or coming out from the four walls of the hospital. Hope you understand. Thank you.